Hello friends, welcome back. RT welcome to you. Let us look at this problem related to quantitative aptitude and races. We have been given that if A gives B a start of 25 meters in a 300 meters race, then A wins the race by 14 seconds. However, if A gives B a start of 50 meters in a 250 meters race, then the race ends in a dead heat. What will be the final result if A gives B a start of 75 meters in a 350 meters race? Now first we have to understand what is the meaning of this concept of start of 25 meters. The meaning of that is if A and B are participating in a race, if A gives B a start of 25 meters, then B will run for only 275 meters, 300 minus 25, whereas A will run for 300 meters. If I am giving you a start of 25 meters, that means you will run 25 meters less than what is designated race distance. So let's go ahead now and say that first let the speeds of A and B be x meters per second and y meters per second. Now let's try to write down these equations. A gives B a start of 2. So basically we have been told that A wins the race by 14 seconds. What is time? Time equals to distance by speed. We already took the speeds as x and y meters per second respectively for A and B, and we know the distance is covered, so this should be simply equating the time. In the first scenario, what we have is A wins the race. That means A will take less time, B will take more time. How much distance B is racing? The distance B is racing is less than 25. 300 minus 25, 275 divided by speed of B is y meters per second minus the distance A runs is 300 divided by the speed of him is x meters per second. In that case, A wins the race by 14 seconds. This is our equation 1. In the second scenario, however, if A gives B a start of 50 meters in a 250 meters race, the race ends in a dead heat. That means neither of them win or lose. In this case, the time taken by both of them should be the same. Now what is the distance B is going in this scenario? 250 minus 50. 200 by y equals to race is for 250 meters. Speed of A is x. This is our condition number 2. So we have two equations. We have to calculate from here what is the value of x, what is the value of y. Finally, what we need to find out, let's write down that also. We need to find out what will be the result if A gives B a start of 75 meters in 350 meters race. In that case, A will be going 350 meters, he will be racing and his speed is x, whereas B will be doing only 275 meters and his speed is y. Now we have to see whether this is greater than or less than or equal to. That is what we need to tell. If it is, what is the value difference between them? Who will win the race and by how much time? Now these are the two equations we have to solve. If you see carefully, we have 250 by x here and we have 300 by x. Now what is the relation between them? 250 into 1.2 is 300. So if I multiply this with 1.2 on both the sides, I will have 300 by x equals to 240 by y. So this guy will become now 275 by y minus 240 by y equals to 14. Now solve it. You will get 35 by y equals to 14. That will give you y equals to 2.5 meters per second. Now we have another relation. The relation is that 50 will go 4 times, 50 will go 5 times. you have 4 by y equals to 5 by x, and we know y equals to 5 by 2. So from that you will get x equals to 25 by 8 meters per second. So let's write down somewhere x equals to 25 by 8 meters per second and y equals to 5 by 2 meters per second. Now we will check who will take less time and who will win the race by how much time. In the last race we have 350 divided by x, that is 25 by 8, and the B is racing for 275 meters and his speed is 2.5 or 5 by 2. Now let us simplify that. We will have 350 into 8 by 25 here and 275 into 2 divided by 5 here. We can simplify that. We will have 112 seconds taken by A and B is taking 110 seconds. That means B will win the race. B will win the race by 2 seconds, because the difference of 112 and 110 is 2 seconds. So B will win the race by 2 seconds. Let's have a recap of this. If A gives B a start of 25 meters in a 300 meter race, then A wins the race by 14 seconds. However, if A gives B a start of 50 meters in a 250 meters race, then the race ends in a dead heat. What will be the final result if A gives B a start of 75 meters in a 350 meters race? Now we certainly know that B will win the race, but we have to know that how much time more, how many seconds more. So for that what we did, we took the speed of A as x meters per second and speed of B as y meters per second. In the first scenario, the condition will be 300 by x minus 275 by y will be minus 14, because A is taking less time and B is taking more time. The other scenario we have is B 250, so 250 by y equals to 200 by x. From that we calculate x and y values are 25 by 8 and 5 by 2 meters per second respectively. Then we have to check now for the final race. We have, for the last race in the problem, we have 350 meters race it is. So B goes for only 275 meters as A gives him 75 meters start or head. So A 350 by x time taken, whereas B time taken is 275 by y. You substitute the values of x and y as 25 by 8 and 5 by 2. You get the time taken by A is 112 seconds, whereas the time taken by B is 110 seconds. That means B wins the race by 2 seconds.